This
Life's
is
Road
amazing.
by Susan Collier. Susan is painting to a poem by Mike Hughes called Life's Learning, Route 66. And isn't Route 66 the ultimate in life experiences in the U.S. West?
Yes.
And Susan shows us that road as it's reflected in the grill of that old truck that looks like it's seen its better days.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. This is pretty. Very
Yes.
serene.
Boots Nelson is departing from his normal ranch life
Yeah.
in Wyoming and bringing us a very nice seascape with some very pretty seagulls in the foreground.
Yeah.
This poem is done again by Mary Bradshaw. I told you that she's
Yeah.
represented by many wonderful artists here on the wall, and how wonderful that they have taken so much inspiration from her wonderful poetry. Her poem is All That Remains, and that is the title that Boots has put on his lovely watercolor about that represents the sea.
This is very unusual. Is this, what kind of
It is.
medium is this?
Well, Judith would have taken, I think, real oak leaves that she has painted. And this is Judith Heatham, and she's painting a work called Winter's Eve. And so much of this is the fact that she has encased it in a window box kind of view, or a shadow box kind of view. She has painted the leaves to be golden, and she is doing her work again to a poem by Mary Bradshaw called Winter's Eve. Mary's poem says, sunlight reaching through autumn's chattering oak leaves, warmth before the snow.
Yeah. Wow.
Jean Wendt.
I like this.
This is great, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're going to see a lot of Jean next month because she's going to be our April Artist of the Month.
She
And
is.
she tells me that she is doing most of her work now on this, it's really a plastic background called Yupo.
Okay.
And this is called Galaxies Collide. It's great. This is a watercolor by Jean, and her paintings have gotten more and more abstract and more fun all the time.
Yeah.
She is painting to a poem named Cosmic Mystery by Lynn Floyd. And
Now that is a perfect pairing.
that is a perfect pairing. Kind of reminds you of Galaxy,
Yeah.
the movie? No, I don't, no. I
Yeah.
don't see anybody floating in space, just all
Well,
those
you
heavenly
know,
bodies there.
could be. Oh, this is very pretty.
It is. It's nice to have Jan Hansen represented here. Jan is really one of our consummate watercolor artists here at Virgin Valley Artists Association. And she has painted Lava Flow Garden of Renewal. And this painting has taken inspiration from another poem by Lynn Floyd called Garden of Balm. And here she talks about time to put away sadness and bitterness, the time to pull the bitter weeds, restore natural healing powers of perennial truth, beauty, and hope, to reap a harvest of peace. There's a lot to be said for that word.
Yeah, and very well depicted in the art piece. This is just the cutest thing ever.
I have to agree, and I could spend hours looking at this because
Yes.
there are so many great little sayings here in the artwork. This is done by Gail Smith. It's called Time Out for Mackenzie, and we have to understand that that is Mackenzie sitting in a corner because she has done something that was not what she was supposed to do. The poem called Time Out was written by Cheryl Belden, and Gail Smith has not only reflected that poem to a T, she has included 100 little things, reasons for kids to be sitting in the corner. And there's one here that says, I cut my hair to look like Joan of Arc, and this was Mackenzie that did that. And she also wrote her name on the van using a rock. Well, girlie, that's going to take a few times out.
Yeah. It's just darling.
The
Just
sayings
darling.
on the painting are just hilarious. So
Yeah.
be sure to spend plenty of time over here looking at this painting
Yes.
by Gail Smith. It is really a lot of fun.
Uh-huh. Okay. This is kind of my favorite so far this month.
Oh, this is a beauty. This is very dramatic. It's called The Sea, and it's brought to us by Annie Helmick, and she is one of our new members, as I mentioned before. And again, she is painting to inspiration from a poem called The Sea by Mary Bradshaw. And Mary, how prolific she is, and I hope she keeps bringing these wonderful poems because our artists love them. One of the secrets about being a good poem for this contest is to write words that can be visualized by the artist, and
Yeah.
this is definitely
Definitely
a great
one of those.
example.
Yeah.
A great example. So thank you, Mary, and thank you, Annie, for a very nice team.
And our
Entry.
last one, we kind of went in reverse order, so this is actually number 1, even though it's our last.
Yes, we were dodging the other people who are here in the gallery,
Yeah.
enjoying the artwork, and of course that's what we want to do. We want everybody to come in and see these and spend plenty of time reading the poems that go along with the artwork. This painting by Susan Collier looks like an old parked truck. It's called All for Naught, and it is flying an American flag. And this is done to a poem by Hap Stewart, again our cowboy poet, who has taken a philosophical look at the world today and what's happening here in our native land. It's called A Call to Arms. So we have another social statement here, feelings from the heart, and a painting of that interprets those feelings. So Susan has done a nice job here with Hap's very serious poem.
Yes. This is just gorgeous.
It's nice work, very nice work.
Okay, well, I encourage everyone to come down this month. Take some extra time because you're going to need it to read the poems and contemplate the art. But it's a fantastic show. The monthly artist reception is March 13th, and instead of the normal 4 o'clock, it's going to be from 3 o'clock in the afternoon to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But the public is invited. This is a free gallery. Come in and choose your favorite for the People's Choice Award. So thank you very much, Linda. We appreciate it, and we'll see you at the reception.
Absolutely. Thanks, Barb.
Okay.